So while I was working on this 1/35 scale Tamiya Jagdpanther, I ran into a problem where I assembled the build. However, there should have been areas on the rear area here that needs to have been drilled out before the upper and lower hulls go together. So with that intro out of the way, hey everyone, this is John from EastCoastArmory.com, and I'm here today with a quick little tutorial video on how to take care of something like this if it happens to you. So like I just mentioned, on the Tamiya Jagdpanther, there are certain areas that need to be drilled out by the builder before the upper and lower hulls go together. These locations are very well thoroughly marked on the plastic tooling itself and are also well documented in the instruction manual right over here in this section right there. Well, the problem was when I was going through the build, I went through the paces and, you know, one thing leads to another. You get in your little comfort zone, and next thing you know, I went ahead and got the model up to this portion, but I forgot to drill those areas out. It can happen to the best of us, which is why when you're working on a model, it always pays to really pay attention to the instructions, and even Tamiya themselves tell you right over there. So the reason why I'm mentioning this is because this is a common procedure that gets done on many other plastic kits out there, be it from Tamiya or Dragon or what have you. And if this does happen to you and you forget to drill something out, well, this tutorial here should help you with this type of a problem. Some people out there, if they run into this problem, they either just don't glue the piece on entirely, which has some problems in its own, or they try to, you know, jury rig something in this area over here, or basically wing it to try to get the component in place. And this also lends to some problems, neither of which are any good. Fortunately, the solution is incredibly simple if this happens to you, and you're going to need the following bits of equipment. 1, a sharp pencil, and 2, a flashlight. In order to find the indentations on where the holes need to be drilled, just take your flashlight and you shine it into the model over here, and hopefully this comes out on camera, but you should see this area right over here lighting up like a Christmas tree. Well, obviously those are the 2 holes that need to be drilled out, and this center hole over here needs to be drilled out as well, or at least I like to do that on these builds because obviously this would be a hole on the real vehicle. Obviously, this technique works best with the engine hatch not mounted, and if the engine hatch is fitted, sadly, it's going to be a bit harder to do. Maybe you may have enough ambient light on the inside bouncing around where this area here can start glowing, or you could possibly try to shine the light into the grillwork area, and it does have some success, albeit a bit limited, but in the engine hatch here, you can see how it just pops right out. So once you have the light in the area, then you just simply mark the appropriate locations with a pencil. And then from here, I can use a pin vise to drill out these 2 sections, and also a Dremel to remove the material over here. The hole doesn't have to be super exact because of the way the thing is molded. You do have some material only found on the top section, so that when you're indexing the pin vise or the Dremel, it will naturally just align to that area that has the weaker material and remove that without any problems. But it's always best to at least have the center portion marked with the pencil. And, well, that's really all there is to it. So let me go ahead and get this thing drilled out, and you get to see what the final outcome looks like. And once the unit's all drilled out, the kit component just drops directly into place as it originally intended. So this technique here, it's one to be kept in your little toolbox of tricks in case of purely an emergency like the one I encountered here. This is not a default technique to just roll with on all of your builds, where you just, you know, throw the drilling aside, build it, and then try to, you know, do it in an after-fact manner. This is best done before the thing gets assembled, as indicated in the instructions. Funny how that works. Anyway, but if you ever do run into a situation when you're in a pickle like I was over here, this technique here is a really simple one to know, and perhaps it's something that should be able to help you out on a future build or two. And with that, that wraps up this impromptu tutorial video on how to drill out a hole in an unmarked area on a 1/35th scale plastic model. Yeah, I know that title sucks, but you know, I'll probably figure out something by the time this heads off into post. And with that, I hope you liked this video, and if you do, feel free to subscribe to this channel, where it's a great way to keep up to date on new posted videos, either 1/35th scale or larger scale tutorial videos, smaller scale model showcase videos, and larger scale project update videos that frequently get posted to this channel. Another way to keep in loop of new posted content is by liking us on Facebook. There I have more photographs of this particular build in a finished manner, as well as the other smaller and larger scale builds that have been seen on this channel previously. Furthermore, don't forget to swing by eastcoastarmory.com for more 1/6 and 1/16 scale builds and detail components. Thanks again. I'll be seeing you all again on the next one. Take care.